Okay. Happy Sunday. Also, Danger Jan, hello. I hope you're having a good time zone. are getting everything ready to paint our nails. That should be nice. And then we're gonna hop into a little dating sim game called Validate. It looks very cute. And I'm very excited to hop into that. But first, we make our nails pretty. Okay. What are you up to today? Still trying to figure out which nails I'd like to make accents. It's gonna look so cute. I think. I think I'm just gonna make the middle finger the accent because I'm a heathen. Did I mess that up? I did not mess it up. Excellent. And since Space won the poll on Twitter, we'll make the accent nail black and we'll do the rest of them this fun, like, purpley blue color. I don't know if you can see that too well, but it kind of changes. Also, I forgot I have my coffee. One of my favorite things about painting my nails is how cool the nail polish feels when you're brushing it on. It's just like this nice little refreshing feeling. It's so nice, I like it. God, I forgot how much I love these fun colors. Also, I don't know why, but thumbs are always the hardest. If I'm gonna fuck up my nails, it's gonna be thumb. Every time. I said that, and then I did it perfectly. So, I guess I can't talk shit anymore. Because that is flawless. Love when that happens. The thumb's the only one you can get right. I don't know why. I think it's because I have to like angle my hand differently to paint that nail, and it just kind of throws off the groove I have going on from the rest of my hand, but something about my thumb, it gets me every time. Except apparently this time. How are you doing, Danger Dan? Having an alright day? Or evening, depending on what time zone you're in? Okay, we're gonna let that first coat dry before we go in with the second, and then we can do the top coat. I feel like it's pushing it if I try to let this dry as I paint my other hand, so we're just gonna do one hand at a time. There's something on my phone screen. I don't know what that was. I was doing a thing on Twitter because some of my favorite people are going to be in a D&D one-shot. And that's really exciting. So we had to do the thing. Let me not thumb around on this phone with the hand with the wet nails. That's probably a bad idea. Okay. Oh, you had a migraine all day yesterday. That's terrible. I hope you feel better today. Drink some water. Take something for the headache if it starts to creep back up. But yeah, take care of yourself. Thank you for redeeming first, Serena. I love you. Also, when you get a moment, can you put the starting time for your one-shot next weekend, your and Danny's one-shot next weekend, in the family calendar, please? If you don't want to, I'll do it later, but like, it'll have to be after stream. We're doing the thing. So since the space nails had more vote, we're doing mostly space with just the middle finger black, because when I feel like flipping somebody off, it'll be different. Because you know me, I'm a little bit of a chaos gremlin. Ugh, I love a song. Is this dry enough to go over a second time? It show is. Space nails were an excellent idea. They're already bringing the serotonin. Okay. Thank you for lurking. I love you. I'm trying to do the hearts, but my fingers can't touch. I had to type with one hand. Alright, we did thumb and ring finger. Now we'll do the accent finger, which is black. Okay. It's time for the thumb again. I don't know how I feel about this. That went pretty smoothly. Alright. We're gonna let this second coat dry on my left hand. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start my right hand and do the first two coats for that, and then we'll just do the top coat all at once. But I'm going to forget about my coffee if I don't finish drinking it, so I'm going to do that as well. Also trying to figure out why I'm dropping so many frames right now. I have not changed any of my settings. That's interesting. There's also somebody, I don't think they're next door, but I think they're a couple houses down, who's decided that now's the time that they want to mow their lawn, so I hope that you guys can't hear that. But if you do, I am so sorry. I'm not gonna close the window because I have a reptile in this room and it gets warm. But it's loud enough that I can hear it through my headphones, so I hope it's not bothering you. Thank you, Dan. Have a good day. Be safe with your errands. Thanks for hanging out for a bit. I appreciate you. Going to try to paint the right hand now. See if we can actually do it. Okay. I am afraid to say this out loud because I'm immediately probably going to jinx myself, but I have not fucked up these nails yet. And that is what I would consider progress. Okay, I'm just gonna set that aside for a moment because I need this other color now. Okay. Oh my god, I hope I can get this open. There we go. I should not have screwed that on so tightly when I knew that I was going to need to paint the other hand still, and I didn't want to mess up what I've already done. But we got through it. Not to worry. Okay, that's a lot. God, I hope you can't hear those people doing their lawn. Streaky, but I think we can fix it with the second coat. I don't like to make the first coat too thick, because sometimes I'll get impatient and I'll put on the top coat, or I'll put on the second coat too quickly, and then it just never dries, and you get a mushy mess that's really, really easy to mess up, but it's fine. That's why we do 2 coats. We're good. Set that aside, bring this one back over here very carefully so I don't knock into anything. Okay. Okay, I colored a little bit outside the lines, but not too bad. There's a fuzzy on my nail. How are you here? Why did you get here? Who allowed this to happen? That's illegal. Please leave. Shit, did I actually get it? I actually got it. Sometime. Alright. First coat is done. We'll wait for that to dry, add the second layer, and then we'll wait for that to dry and put on the top coat on everything. But that should leave plenty of time for both hands to dry. Oh. I have to pick up my coffee cup differently now because I don't want to accidentally grab for the candle and smudge something. That's okay. I'll hold it like a bowl. happening in this group chat? I really want to get the second coat on, but I really should wait until this is dry, and I don't think... Oh, actually, that's pretty dry. No, I should give it a couple more minutes. Alright, it's that time. Time for second coat. That one definitely will need some cleaning up. Go. There we go. All cleaned up. You know, sometimes being a perfectionist is very tedious. Because I could just leave these nails alone. They are not bad by any means, but I am like, no, they must be perfect. Ooh, I almost fucked it up. Nope, I'm gonna leave it. Yeah. Got this accent nail. All good to go with the second coat. Oh, beautiful. We don't need this one anymore, so we'll screw the lid on all the way and just set it aside. Not too shabby. I gotta do the thumb. Fingers crossed. I don't fuck it up. I'm not gonna say I fucked it up, because I didn't, but I did get right along the cuticle line, just like right over it. So we're just gonna see if we can clean it up without absolutely ruining it. Success. Did I get all of it? No. Did I get enough of it that it's no longer bothering me in quite the same way? Yes. Yes, I did. So, we're going to let this second coat dry, and then we're going to go over both hands with just the clear top coat. No, not the clear top coat. The shiny top coat. Very important distinction. I don't actually know what the difference is, but That's what we're doing. As soon as everything dries. Last of the coffee. It's going now. I think tomorrow I'm gonna have to give my keyboard a good old cleaning. It's a little dusty. Alright, I'm gonna start putting this top coat on the first hand that we finished. Because it should definitely be ready. We painted our entire other hand before coming back to this one with the top coat. So, should be good to go. not mean to bump the mic with my head, so sorry. Thank you for the announcement, Serena. You are also very cute. I don't know if I've told you this yet today, but I do think you're cute. This is brand new. I think I've used this top coat like twice. Why can't I get it? Okay. Oh, my nails look so pretty. Snail nails were an excellent choice. That's space nails? Snails. Okay. We have an entire hand. The top coat needs to dry, but good to go. I'm gonna let the other hand dry for just a little bit longer, and then we'll go over the top coat on that one as well. Luckily, the game we're gonna play does not really require that I do a whole lot of typing or button pressing of any kind other than on my mouse. So, it was a good decision to do this game today when I knew I wanted to paint my nails. Because it kind of doesn't matter that I'm going to be a bit delicate with them for the next couple of hours while they really set up. Because, like, I don't know if it's an OCD thing, or if it's just a perfectionist thing, or if it's just a preference, but if I take the time to do my nails, I need them to not get messed up immediately. So I'm usually very careful for a few hours after I paint them. I think we may be good to go. Okay. Oh, this top coat dries so fast. Okay. Of course, as soon as I paint my nails, I get itchy. It's always the way it is, right? It's probably a mental thing. Oh my god, we're on the last fingy. Just the top coat on this thumb. And we're good to go. Shit, my hand shook so bad right there. That's okay. I think we managed to salvage it. Say, that's pretty good. That actually looks pretty good. Okay. We're just gonna let this top coat dry on both hands and we can get into the game. I'm going to very carefully fold this up. Made much less of a mess than I expected us to. Post-it note fly off my desk. I hope it wasn't one that I needed, because I'm not picking it up right now. Why do I have so many dropped frames? Check my internet speed really quickly. Come on, upload speed. Milliseconds of latency. Almost like 47 megabytes per second for our upload speed. I don't know why we're dropping so many frames, especially since I have not messed with bitrate since the last video, or the last stream. But we're losing like half of our frames for some reason. It's actually kind of concerning. to tweak a couple of things really quickly. Let me do that before I forget. I'm just gonna turn a couple of these off because we won't be needing them for the game that we're playing right now. I am sorry to say it, we will not have any dragon-related redemptions happening today because she is fast asleep. So I will not be bothering her. She's moving around in there, but she hasn't come out yet today, so I'm just gonna leave her alone. Okay. Okay. I'm going to get up for a couple of minutes. I'm gonna throw up our BRB screen because I'm going to grab some water, use the restroom, and then when I come back, we can get back, well, we can actually start taking a look at the game we're going to play today. And that'll be that. But if you need to get up, get some water, grab something to eat, take your meds, anything like that, stretch your legs, now's a good time to do so because you're not going to miss anything. I'm going to step away for a couple minutes as well. And then when I get back, we'll get into Validate. Sound good? Okay. Be back in just a couple of minutes. Don't forget to drink water. It's good for your body. Hello. I'm back. Okay. I got some water. Use the restroom. And we did finish the nails, so let me pull up the game and we can check out Validate. Got that. Hopefully it opens much like it did when I checked to make sure everything was running properly before stream. Hello? Error occurred. Uh-oh. I can has? Aha. There we go. Yes, that is also what my screen looks like. Don't freak out. We're just loading. Okay. Pause because this game does have music, and I would like to hear all of the things. Hello? Maybe? Possibly? Yo, this was working. There we go. We got it. Look at all these beautiful people. Can I just say, it is so nice to see a romance-based, like, visual novel with so many different ethnicities. Because that is not something that we see a whole lot. But we got it. It's here now. It's almost here now. There's content warnings? I like to see it. Oh my god, there's so many. Okay. Okay. It literally gives you a breakdown for all of the different, like, for lack of a better term, paths you can take. And the content warnings within each. For the people that you play as. That's dope. That's really fucking cool. Okay. Uh-oh. My key options. Oh, it's because the game was above, up to the top, please. Okay. Now we can see them. They were just hidden. Thank you, baby. I'm gonna tab over here and make sure that they're visible over here. Okay, they are. Excellent. We got them there. We've got them there. Cool. Thank you. Okay. Are we ready? I'm ready. I'm excited. I got to play the demo of this when the demo came out, or actually before the demo released. And now we got the whole damn game. Okay. So. It looks like to start with, we can play as Malik and Anaya. And not original croissant dropper. Stop! I could've dropped my croissant! STEM blogger during the height of 2014 Bumbler. I feel like we gotta, right? Right? Let's do it. I'm just gonna get comfy in this chair, and by comfy I mean I'm going to sit crisscross applesauce in it like the heathen that I am. Content warnings, body image. Okay. Naya Noms. Welcome back to Naya's Noms, a cooking show that's a lot less cute than the title might suggest. Oh, that's autoplay. Okay. We're slaves to the algorithm here, boys and girls. Today we're going to be making a basic-ass tomato sauce because some of the questions I got after last week's penne alla vodka were absolutely ungodly. We really have to work our way from square one here. But before we do anything, I want to draw your attention to this. The overhead light in your kitchen sends streaks of sweat running down between your shoulder blades. Ooh, let me start that over. The overhead light in your kitchen sends streaks of sweat running down between your shoulder blades. You gotta wrap this one up fast. You point a finger at the corner of your mouth with a flourish. Your hand smells like rosemary and tap water. This strange and alien marking on my face, it is a zit. It is. It is admittedly nasty, but it's not cancerous. It's not herpes. And if I see one smug motherfucker in the comments calling it herpes, I swear to God. I just thought I'd draw attention to it before any of you jokers got any ideas. Moving on. People keep telling me the penne alla vodka is bland. I got some of the same shit on my chili recipe a couple months ago too. Listen, this is basic. Sometimes I forget that all of you are like tiny babies who need your hands held all the way through everything. Don't choke on your pacifiers while I chop this garlic. She's so funny. You wince internally. That might have been a little too much. Your brand is irreverent scorn, definitely, but you should have just saved that one to run past Alex. He's your test audience of bitches who've never cooked a thing in their lives. You've got to bloom spices with heat, okay? That's how you bring out the flavor. That's why garlic always goes in first. That's really funny because I don't put garlic in first. If anything, I put garlic in last because it's really hard to overcook and then it gets bitter. But go off. It's gonna taste like shit if you don't activate it. Cooking is 100% chemistry. Agreed. I know I say that constantly, but it's true. You glance at the page views. Ugh, it's about half as many as you got for your last video. You don't usually check analytics while you're live, but you're not a complete amateur, but you really aren't feeling it today, hence that low-hanging fruit herpes joke. True, you do have a nasty zit on your mouth, and true, some asshole is absolutely going to comment on it, but it would probably have been better to just cover it up with some makeup. Whatever, it's over now. No point in agonizing over it, you'll burn yourself. You settle into autopilot, chopping and sauteing, and talking the whole time. You could make this tomato sauce in your sleep, you've done it so many times. Through undergrad, you mostly lived on pasta and eggs. Not together, well, sometimes together. You keep up a steady stream of bullshit throughout the video, babbling about the weather, the pair of running shoes you busted open the other day, and that last terrible Star Wars movie. I just watched the last Star Wars movie, like the last of the last. I'm gonna keep my opinions to myself because I don't want y'all to come for me. But yeah. Excellent writing. People always want to know your opinions on media, or they think they do until they actually hear them, and then they often want to return to blissful ignorance. Screw them. Your opinions are great. The public are just weak and foolish. They will never survive the winter. You succumb to another moment of weakness and glance at the chat. Toxic Socks said, pluck your eyebrows. Mama Bear 3 said, oh my god, I thought I was the only one thinking that I figured... Oh shit. I thought I was the only one thinking that. I figured I was being rude, but she needs to. People are so mean. The light above might as well be the sun beating down on your back. Sweat drips into your eyes. This is the hottest summer on record. Why are you cooking over an even hotter stove? Idiotic. Toxic Sock says, she would be so cute if she tried. Lol. You toss the pasta into the boiling water. It hisses and spits, burning the back of your hand. You want to hiss back, but you hide it from the camera. You finish up the pasta and end the live stream, phoning it in towards the end here. Who cares? Hardly anyone was watching this one. It's just been too hot to put any effort into anything. You'd sign off with a next week, ice cream, or maybe just ice, hold the cream. I'm gonna crawl into the fucking freezer and you can all come and find my body. Peace. You taste the sauce. Ugh, terrible. Nothing you ever make in your lives is edible. It's wild. Even if you follow every step perfectly, exactly how you would do it on your own, it never turns out right. Something about the pressure of fame sours everything. You slam dunk the whole thing right into the garbage. Your phone is blowing up when you finally get back to it. You keep it on silent through recording unless there's a specific bit you want to do, checking up on world news or reading an embarrassing reply. You have a wall of Instaglam notifs, a couple of bitter follows, and of course, Alex has notes for you. Hello, Alex! Alex says, wow, you were really on your bullshit today. Oh shit, was I not oh, okay, cool. Alex Reza is a tech bro, has a tech bro job. Also, Anaya's manager and professional best friend. Alex says, thanks, I try. That wasn't a compliment. Uh-oh, not the ... I know, I'm just all out of juice. I don't have a single comeback in me. It's so fucking hot in here. Turn on your AC, idiot. No, I will not. It's expensive, and I'm ethically opposed to it. That face. One person running their AC occasionally is not going to make a difference in global climate change, I swear to you. Barely even works, it's just a window module. It's better than nothing. If you need a new one, it's not like you can't afford it. You won't, though. Not a chance, and if you try to explain why, Alex just going to call you an edgelord, which, okay, maybe you are. Oh my god, it's going so fast. Wait. Can I turn off autoplay? Please. Thank you. I also missed the last piece of text here. I'll consider it. Okay, that's what she said. You won't, though. Not a chance. And if you try to explain why, Alex will just call you an edgelord, which, okay, maybe you are, but that's besides the point. Just, the idea of turning the AC on when it's not necessary absolutely disgusts you. It's like taking an elevator when the stairs just don't work. When the stairs work just as well. It's why you never buy pre-shredded cheese, and it's perfectly acceptable to just shred your own. Actually, I like this topic of discussion. Let's talk about shredded cheese, because it's never as good if it comes pre-packaged when it's shredded. The best way to do shredded cheese is to buy a block of cheese and shred it yourself. I feel like everybody should know this. You aren't a Luddite. Obviously, technology doesn't scare you. You're an Instagram influencer. Just have some lines in the sand. Alex is responding. I'll let you know when I'm done going through the comments. I won't be able to get to it before tonight. I won't be able to get to it tonight. Before tonight. Oh my god, I can't read. Won't be able to get to it before tonight. I've got a deadline. Someone's sick, so I need to write a feature. That's fine. I can go through them myself. No fucking way. We talked about this, and that is one of the things you are not going to do. You signed that contract. He's right. You did sign it. Fine. Look at the cute little phone case. That's adorable. You type out the answer and toss the phone down on the couch. You toss yourself down after it and then struggle out of your clothes as much as you can, letting your overalls hang down loose. The overhead fan needs to be turned off while you're filming, but you slap it back on, sighing as it cools the damp patches on your neck and forehead. You raise your arms over your head so we can get your pits. You need to clean up the kitchen and yourself. You don't remember the last time you washed your hair. Initially, working from home had been such a tempting prospect, and you'd been so absolutely certain that you weren't going to turn out to be one of those sucker who needs a rigid capitalist structure to keep them on task. And generally, you don't. You're just pretty bad at showering if you aren't going to see another human. A combination of the heat, your bad mood, and the unappealing prospect of washing the dishes sends you into an unsettled doze, and when you wake up, you're actually even sweatier than before. The nap was long enough for you to feel like your soul has left your body, but not enough for you to feel at all rested. You're struck with a very clear memory of a time in your childhood when you'd been at home with a fever, sleeping all through the day, waking up to the non-committal gray light of either evening or very early morning. You asked your younger sister, who shared your room, if it was today or tomorrow, and she, comically stricken in a way only the very young can be, responded, "I don't know." Your phone vibrates again and you realize that you woke up. You fumble it upright and accept the call before you can really take the time to think about it. If you'd been more awake, you would have just let it go to voicemail. Who is that? Oh, it's Mama. It's Mama. Hi, Danny. How are you, friend? I love you. Hi, Mom. Okay. This is Ayana, the scheduler, and also Anaya's mom. Naya, are you sleeping? Huh? It's too early to sleep. Aren't you going out? It's Friday. I wasn't sleeping. You struggle upright and grope around for your laptop to check the time. Annoying that your only time-telling device is currently being utilized for communication. Incredibly insensitive of your mom to insist on calling you like it's 2005, but she hates texting, and you kind of hate it too. It's just the only way to keep in contact with anyone. How's work? I haven't watched your last few videos. I wish your audience didn't swear so much. You swear? Yes, but I don't swear at my daughter, do I? Assholes are just part of the business, and I don't go through the comments anymore. I hired someone to do that for me, so I don't care what they say. Looking at some garage sales, and now you're scootering home. That's nice. Please be safe. I love you. You pay someone for that? A friend. He needs work. That's nice of you. Is he in school? Why do you care? Well, he doesn't want to be a professional comment checker forever, does he? He's in the same culinary program I was in, and he's got his own parents to get on his ass. You're right. It's none of my business. Point taken. That wasn't... You squeeze your eyes shut. You're too exhausted to fight about nothing. Did you call for something specific? I was just about to take a shower. Oh, I was just going through the dire situation in my closet. I haven't cleaned it out in almost a decade. Can you believe it? Your father always gets so annoyed when I move things around. I was wondering if you'd like me to send you anything before I donate it to charity. My things are so nice, but I'm a little too old for them. What does that mean? You mean, like, dresses? I don't think any of them would fit me. You're skinnier than you were the last time I saw you, though, aren't you? You've been keeping an eye on Headbook? Oh, I've been keeping an eye on Headbook. This conversation needs to be over. I don't think... Just send me pictures. I'll take a look. She isn't going to let it go. Better just let her send you stuff and then throw it in the back of the closet. You hang up before your mom can get in another long-winded explanation of exactly why it's so important that you take all of her old shit. She's got a bunch of traditional clothes that you've never seen her wear, but insists on keeping, like a little piece of Pakistan wrapped up carefully and set under glass. You hope she doesn't want you to take any of it. You lay back down on the couch, on the opposite end, to avoid your sweat mark, staring up at the ceiling fan until you feel yourself start to go cross-eyed. You pick up your phone. You've got a new message. Alex says, "Okay, I'm going through the comments." Wow, I know I say I'm a prison abolitionist, but my god, I want to send your Sims to jail. Let's go out. What? I thought you wanted me to do this as fast as possible. This is the gay game. This is the dating sim, the visual novel. It's called Validate. Fuck that. Actually, that was a decision that past Anaya made, and past Anaya is an idiot. Present Anaya is smart and wants a beer. Well, hell, okay. If you're driving. Look, it's Discord! That's so cute! That's how I talk to my besties. Oh. Do we want to date Yolanda? Might as well, right? Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. I don't know what happens if we skip. If it brings up another option or not, but we're just gonna do it. Also, I'm gonna grab some water. Why the dispute? Written by Rami Blackwood. Content warnings include drugs and ableist language. Oh, that's uncored. Not uncored. Alex pulls up to your door exactly on time, down to the minute. He always honks when he arrives instead of texting like a normal person. You're waiting for him by the door, but you keep scrolling through Bitter for another 30 seconds to indicate that you dislike being honked at, like you're walking past a construction site in booty shorts. The sunroof is open and Alex's 2001 Toyota Camry, cigarette smoke glided blue, and the streetlights. It got dark while you were waiting, and you guess that makes it a moonroof? Alex leans out of the window, sunglasses pushed up and perched on a blurry mop of honey blonde hair. Wearing your sunglasses at night? Alex pops the lock and you slide into the passenger seat. Fuck you, the sun was setting into my eyes. Where are we going? It's a surprise. I hate surprises. Oh, I know. He smacks your hand away from the radio. Driver picks the music. At first you think Alex is lost and needs somewhere to idle and pull up directions on his phone. He turns off the car, and you look from the sign to Alex, and then back again. Are you trying to send me subliminal messages? I'm not cutting my hair. Yeah, absolutely. I brought you in for a surprise makeover at 9 on a Friday night. You joke, but you did bring me to a salon at 9 on a Friday. Is this a drug deal? Isn't weed legal here? Are we getting meth? Anaya. Wow. How does one take meth? Snort it? Come on. Despite your distaste of makeover montages, you follow Alex out of the car and into the building. Oh, and around the building. The back parking lot is a totally different scene. The salon looks closed, but around the back there's an entrance with a wrought iron railing wrapped with fairy lights and a gaggle of people standing around, talking and smoking. All of them dressed way cooler than you are. The person working the door greets Alex by name, giving you a brief glance before letting you inside. It definitely smells like a salon, hairspray and bleach, but the back room has been turned into a little performance space, complete with makeshift stage and mood lighting. A girl is selling beers out of a cooler in the corner, and a couple guys in roadie black are setting up a surround system. You sit at a small round table and Alex buys you a drink. This place isn't huge and it's filling up fast. You had no idea something like this was here. You don't go to salons? You haven't cut your hair in years. Do a bunch of shops in town have places like this? Is there like a fucking cabaret going on in the back of Lawn Depot? Lawn Depot. You really are being weird. I noticed it on the phone. What do you mean? I brought you to what is very clearly a slam poetry event and you haven't made one snide comment. Clearly, you are fake Anaya. The real Anaya is knocked out in your apartment. You must have stolen her overalls. You are so absolutely not going to take this from this curly-haired bitch. I don't know what I've ever done to give you the impression that I think that I'm too good for slam poetry. When have I ever said that? Don't answer that. Oh no. Your whole vibe is the vibe of a person who finds slam poetry deeply cringe. Slam poetry is deeply cringe. Alex makes a gesture with his beer that says, case in point. You rub at your forehead. If you were so convinced that I wouldn't enjoy it, why did you bring me? Alex shrugs. What, you thought I was gonna change my Friday night plans just for you? A little smile hovering around the mouth of his beer lets you know he's joking. Dickhead. And just so you know, I'm actually way more cool and open-minded now. Oh yeah? When did this happen? Just now. I decided I'm open to new experiences. I'm doing intense, irrefutable character growth as we speak. And there's no chance I'm ever going to regress into bad habits. Well, that's a relief. Like, for instance, I didn't complain when you brought me a fucking IPA. I'm drinking it, okay? I'm drinking a beer that tastes like a whole-ass flower garden in the name of broadening my horizons. Yeah, you deserve the Nobel Peace Prize. I was thinking some kind of cultural reward, or like a literature award, Newbery Medal, for great character growth, for drinking bad beer and participating in the corniest public activity known to man. You're a couple words from the end of your manic monologue when the lights go down and the conversation cuts off abruptly, leaving you speaking loudly while everyone else goes quiet. Corniest public activity known to man echoes out across the room like a fart in a bathtub. That's so random. Hi, hello, I'm on a break. It's good to hear your voice. Hi, I love you. Thanks for hanging out on your break. How's class going? Get some water. It's a lot of talking. It's definitely a reference. Like a fart in a bathtub. Suddenly, every cool person in this salon is looking at you. the asshole, the sloppy bitch in the overalls and scraggly hair, here to talk shit. It's the marketing and agent seminar. Okay. Cool. I hope it continues to go well. It's me. You're talking shit at a slam poetry event? That's interesting. I'm gonna go shower and blow dry my hair. Wish me luck. Good luck, Danny. I love you. You should probably leave now. You should probably melt down into your component parts. A liquid of carbon-based life form? I don't think that's a proper sentence, but okay. Oh, I guess a liquid of carbon-based life form. I understand what it's going for now. It just doesn't match the rest of the pacing. Okay, so we have some options. We can pretend it didn't happen, or we can laugh it off. Does anyone have a preference? Laugh it off? Okay. Then that's what we'll do. Hello? Oh my god. Ha! If you want to, I can get up on stage and say it again. Nobody laughs. Shit. Fuck, you should have stayed quiet. You are not winning friends and influencing people. Everyone's focus shifts to the woman coming on stage, and you do not blame them in the least. She's pretty, high cheekbones, big striking eyes, and a quiet self-assurance radiating from every motion. She adjusts the mic stand, shakes out her braids, and leans in to speak. Hey everybody! Hope it's going good out there. The light's in my eyes so I can't really see shit, but I'm going to assume that it's great. It gets a murmuring laugh from the audience, and whoever she is, she's popular. For those of you who don't know, I'm Yolanda, owner of Dispute Salon and founder of Jersey City Slam. A weekly free evening of poetry and music. If someone charged you a cover fee, sorry, but you got scammed. The crowd laughs. Again. Clearly this is a running joke that you're not in on, despite... Oh, excuse me. Despite what you said to Alex, you think it's a little shitty of him that... to bring you to a place where he knows everyone and you know no one. Not that you really have that many friends offline. Whatever. That's my way to go. What are you apologizing for, Serena? What's the matter? Thank you for the hydrate, Danny. I do the hydrate. You should do the hydrate too. It's good for your body. Pick the wrong one. No! There is no wrong one. It's a game. You are perfectly fine. Oh, let me hide this so you can see the captions. I'm just gonna boot that away for a bit. Alright. I think either would have worked out about the same. Yeah, I think so. She got caught, and that's the thing. Oh, that made it awkward for everyone. Thank you, Serena. Okay. Oh. All this talk about character development was just blowing smoke up his ass, but it's probably not a bad idea. You could stand to be a little more open-minded. To that end, you attempt polite focus as applause greets the end of Yolanda's intro and the studio lights darken. It's surprisingly not terrible. Definitely not something you'd come to by yourself, and you're not sure you'd come back, but the talent level here is high enough that it isn't excruciating. There's a couple of singer-songwriter type acts and some decent freestyle rappers, even if the crowd gets too rowdy for you to parse every word. Some of the poetry is good too, if a little dramatic for your taste. Towards the end of the set, the lights go down even further. You're on your second beer, just chillin', when Yolanda gets back up to the stage. The crowd applauds harder for her than they have for anyone else. Hey y'all, I've got a new one for you tonight. Aren't poetry people supposed to snap? Huh? You know, like snap your fingers so people can hear the poetry? I don't think anyone actually does that. Have a good class. Well, maybe they should. We should start it. You are welcome to snap if you want to. No, we have to snap together if it's just one of us. Shh. Anyway, yeah, here we go. Hopefully this one hits and isn't... Her eyes flick briefly in your direction. Corny. You're back to wanting to sink into the floor. It's a favorite date. You're back to wanting to sink into the floor. Alex snorts. You elbow him in the shoulder. You need to have a talk about that, loving and supporting your socially maladjusted friend. Have a talk about what that means, because it sure as hell isn't this. But then the lights go down and Yolanda starts to speak, and it's like flipping a switch. The audience might still be making noise. You honestly have no idea, and at this point, you could be hit by a 10-foot wave and you wouldn't even notice you were wet. It's not the words to the poem, though they're pretty good to your amateur ear. Dark shapes moving through a bright day and leaving no shadows. That sort of imagery. And it's not the way she looks either, although she looks good. There's something in the way that she speaks. A clear intonation to her words, a cadence to her gestures. It's confidence, but it's also the opposite of that. Indifference. She has something to say, and she's going to say it, even if nobody's listening. Excuse me, let me say her name properly. If Yolanda were performing in an empty room, she'd give the same energy, the same calm assurance that her words have value. To somebody like you, ever fidgeting and vamping, trying not to look at view counters, ignoring vicious comments from out of the corner of your eye. Aware that it's only a matter of time before someone comes along and tears all the success out of your hands and scatters it to the wind. It's humbling, to say the least. Her performance winds down, but she maintains intensity all the way through. When she's finished and the lights come up, you sit in thunderstruck silence as everybody else around you applauds politely. You might manage to put your hands together a couple of times, but there's no way you've only had 2 beers. Where's the fucking ABV in this bottle? That was amazing. It comes out breathy and squeezed. You don't think you got any air at all through the entire performance. Besides you, Alex is texting. Oh, yeah, she's really good. Were you even watching? What? Yeah, I mean, I've seen this one before. She said it was a new one. Yeah, well, all of her poems blend together. Wow. I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, she's doing like a themed book of poetry or something. You should ask her about it. Holy shit. You should. It didn't occur to you to go up to talk to her. Your everyday interaction with people is usually through a screen. The only way to show your appreciation is to comment and subscribe. You shouldn't get pissy at Alex for not being moved by Yolanda's performance. You aren't an artist, but you're close enough to understand that not everything resonates with everyone who hears. On the other hand, you don't want to be the only asshole who got knocked on the floor by a pretty girl saying a poem in the back of the hair salon. And, oh, fuck, she's coming over here, isn't she? Hey, Alex. Glad you could make it. Londa, you were fantastic. Alex's phone immediately goes into his pocket when she walks over. He might be a shitty audience member, but he's not a complete dickhead. Why are you being so rude about him in your head right now? Alex is cool. He's put up with your bullshit for years. Thanks. I was a little worried about that one, honestly. I didn't think it would vibe with the room. You killed it. Oh, by the way, this is Anaya. I pulled her out of her cave for the night. Hey. She thought you were great. Hi, I thought you were great. Yolanda laughs, looking between the two of you like she's trying to figure you out. It's fine. You're unfigure-outable. Hey, thanks. She smiles at you, and you wish you had something else to say, but you know literally nothing about poetry. You can't even fucking remember if it rhymed. Before you can freak, a very tall woman walks up to your seat. Hey, Yo-Yo. I gotta go. You good? Zira. We got, she's a hairstylist and Yolanda's coworker. I guess? Where's Mariah? Oh, she left. She needed to get the last bus. Oh, I thought it ran until midnight on Fridays. I got no idea. Maybe I misunderstood her. I gotta get this place put away before tomorrow. I really have to go. Yolanda starts fidgeting with one of her braids, and for a moment, you think her fingers are shaking, as if from fear or exhaustion, but her demeanor is so calm that you might be mistaken. I've been working for 12 hours, Zara. I know, but my brother's about to get off work, and I'm not gonna let him walk home this time of night. Right, of course. Go, I'll figure something out. Are we gonna offer to help and stay and clean up? Let's stay and clean up. You never know. Could be the start of something beautiful. It might be the beers. You still haven't found the damn ABV, but you catch a glimpse of Yolanda's mask slipping. It's nothing radical. She just looks tired. Exhausted. She looks the way you do after a day full of live streaming and tearing apart your kitchen. Before you take the time to think about it, I can help you. Huh? Oh, fuck. Now you've got to commit to it. I can help you clean the place up, if you want. Why? You weren't prepared for this question. You were expecting a polite refusal, since you were a complete stranger and had only been half serious? Not that I have nothing else to do, or it's a free country, right? These are both terrible options. These are both terrible options. I don't like either of these. Because if we say we have nothing else to do, we're gonna look like a jackass. And if we say it's a free country, we're gonna look like a different kind of jackass. I mean, if we want to stay true to the character, I feel like it would be the first option, but I don't know. I don't know that I like this. Let's do it. I really liked your poetry, and I don't have anything else to do. You can practically hear Alex face palming behind you. Come on, man. Sight gags are worthless in real life. Yolanda stares at you a couple of seconds before smiling hesitantly. Sure. Appreciate it. Come find me when people clear out, okay? I gotta go small talk a little bit more. I got nothing else to do with the intention of sex. She joins the people milling around stage, throwing you a brief glance over her shoulder. Hey, I can't stay late enough for you to pick up chicks with your incredible room straightening skills or whatever. I gotta work in the morning. I'll just get an Uber with 2 O's. An Uber. Uber. What? Why are you looking at me like I've got food all over my face? Well, you've got something on your face, but I was ignoring it because you told me to on Instagram. You elbow him. I'm not used to you being impulsive, that's all. Whatever. It's not like I have anything else to do. It's either that or sit at home. Or it's either that or sitting at home and posting. You love sitting at home and posting. Well, it's not good for my brain. Don't worry about me. You're not my real dad. You get Alex to leave with a bit more coaxing, and as soon as he's gone, you wish he hadn't. You need the phone charger from his car. You're at like 30%. You need a phone to get home tonight. Shit. You are so bad at this whole going out and doing things element of life. Why bother? You put your phone on airplane mode and you wait for the place to clear out. You keep waking up your screen and navigating to bitter before remembering that you don't have any signal. It's practically a nervous tick. The boomers are right. You really do be on that phone. Luckily, now that the beers are sold out, people are starting to leave. And that's when you and Yolanda... Oh, and then it's just you and Yolanda and the mood lighting. She's counting cash from the makeshift bar in the back with quick, practical flicks of her fingers, stacking the bills in neat piles. Then she stands over the cash box, head bowed, like she's praying or thinking or resting her eyes. You get the sudden impulse to part her hair to get a look at the nape of her neck. An intensely creepy thought to have. She straightens up, and whatever spell she's cast is broken. Hey, thanks again for staying. She's back to politely energetic. She doesn't need to put on her customer service act for you. You live stream. You know what people look like when they're performing. But you don't know her at all, and what are you gonna say? Relax? Hi, Moon. Welcome in. We're playing a cute little dating sim. Okay. You don't know her at all. What are you gonna say? Relax? No problem. Is there anything specific you want me to do? Can you stack the chairs? Not too high, but maybe 3 or 4 in a stack. Got it. Yes, I can definitely do that. You stack the chairs, and you only knock your elbow into one a couple of times, and you only drop one twice. Did 2 beers do this to you? You are a little old lady. After you're done with the chairs, you sweep and take out the trash. You hate doing chores, but this is way less awful than doing them in your own apartment. Maybe because you aren't the one to make the mess in the first place. Why clean up when you're just gonna get everything messy again? Clutter doesn't bother you like it seems to bother most people. It drove your mom crazy. Oh, we have questions. So our options are, do you have a favorite poem, or when did you start writing poetry? Should we get personal, or should we stay casual? I'll grab some more water. Okay, we're gonna make it personal. So, when did you start writing poetry? Huh? She looks at you with such a strange expression that you wonder if you've committed some intense poet faux pas. That's true, Danny, that's true. Sorry, I didn't mean to make, like, first date small talk. I was just wondering. I liked your poem a lot. Come on, Anaya, you already said that. Yolanda smiles again, looking slightly relieved, like she was worried you were trying to catch her in a lie. Oh, I don't really remember. I've been scribbling stuff down since I could write, I think. I used to carry notebooks with me everywhere I went. I mean, I still do that, but I use the notes app on my phone, too. Well, I've never written a poem in my life. I mean, I guess I've written roses are red, violets are blue type of poem, but that's it. Yolanda shrugs. To be honest, anyone can write poetry. She says it like she's had this conversation before. A lot of people must tell her about their dogshit poetry. What else do you say to a poet? Probably not everyone. There are so many people who barely have personality. Oh my god. Yolanda laughs, one loud ha. I know, that's right. Man, I didn't mean to be so rude or anything, but like, this is a safe space, you know? I don't want people to feel like they can't come in here and be their true, authentic selves. But some people's authentic selves are boring. Yolanda closes the cash box and comes over to hold the dustpan for you. You sweep up a cocktail of dust, bottle caps, and little bits of plastic. We used to get this one girl, pretty young, like 21 or 22, and she'd always show up just to do these crazy long poems about the same dude. He sounded really weird, like he had birds? Uh-oh. I think we've got an ad rolling. I'm gonna wait. Oh, maybe not. It looked like it was about to start playing an ad. Tell you what. I'm gonna run a couple of ads so it doesn't do it for me. And then I'll be right back. Okay, hello, we're back. I wanted to run some ads quick before Twitch did it for me, and then y'all missed something. So, back to it. Cleaning up after the slam poetry event. Okay. Let me just back up a bit, just in case I miss something, because sometimes I miss things. Okay, we used to get this one girl in, young, like 21 or 22, and she'd always show up and do these crazy long poems about the same dude. He sounded really weird, like he had birds, way too many birds. Wait, she talked about this guy's birds in her poem? God, yeah, literally like every piece. Maybe he cheated on her with a toucan. Yeah, she didn't last that long, but I think about her all the time. Wherever you are, bird girl, I hope you're doing good. Pour one out for the bird girl. I cannot. The two of you finished the cleanup, and now that you've bonded over making fun of some random girl's terrible poetry, Yolanda has warmed up to you. Not that you think she just super likes mocking people, it's more that complaining can always bring people together. Back in college, the single easiest way to start up a conversation was bitching about the syllabus, the professor, the long distance between buildings on campus. You used to be good at making friends. You're not really sure what happened. You keep snatching glances at her while you work. Not to sound fake deep, but ever since you were a teenager, you've only been attracted to people you were intellectually stimulated by. Ugh. Hate hearing how that sounds, even in your own brain. Like, you're one of those sapiosexual dudes, but it's true. Celebrities, sure, you can be attracted to them for their looks or charisma, but in real life, it's always been difficult to connect, unless they were interesting. Maybe that's not weird? Maybe that's normal. You don't have much basis for comparison. Yolanda isn't your type, but that's because you don't have a type. You have a list of attributes you'd pick to choose from to form a perfect human, like a Build-A-Bear workshop, but with somebody you wanted to date. You mean it in a way that doesn't sound like a supervillain, though. The point is, you wouldn't be attracted to Yolanda if you hadn't heard her poem. But you did, so now you are, and now that door is open. You're catching glimpses of her other good qualities. You hope she didn't see you looking at her ass. She's way out of your league. You with your Instagram cooking show and your unplucked eyebrows, your baggy overalls and unstyled hair. She owns a salon. You're surprised she let you hang around for this long. Which is why when the two of you finish it up and she asks if you want to go over to her place, it knocks you out. No problem, if not, I just know you mentioned wanting to charge your phone. And I live basically upstairs. Right, she's being polite. Makes sense. Well, you don't need to be home at a reasonable hour. Tomorrow's the weekend and you work from home for yourself. Which means it's always the weekend, but more depressing. Say yes or say hell yes? Because I say hell yes. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, sounds like fun. Yolanda's apartment is nice, and looks about the way you expected it to. You check out the small stack of books on the side table while Yolanda goes into her room to grab her phone charger. It's all poetry books. Alice Walker, June Jordan, Jupiter Hammond. Maya Angelou is the only one with a name that you recognize, though. You haven't actually read anything by her. She's just in the water through a lot of undergrad. Yolanda comes back with the charger and a little baggie. You smoke? Not really. I used to, but I'm not actually that good at it. I suck at inhaling. Jesus Christ. This is killing me. It also makes you paranoid, but you don't really want to talk about that. I got edibles, actually. I don't smoke much either, or at least I try not to. Okay. You say it before you can talk yourself out of it. Honestly, the paranoia usually isn't that bad, and it's not like you're gonna do much damage here. Usually when you get paranoid, half of it comes from doom scrolling. Oh god, here's the question. Do we play the game of these edibles ain't shit before we know what they are? Do we eat the whole one, or do we eat half of one? Should I put up a poll? Let's put up a poll. Give me 1 second here. I'll start a poll. If I could spell, that would be great. Full gummy or half gummy? We're gonna make this poll just like, what do you think? 2 minutes? We'll do 2 minutes. 3 minutes? We'll do 3 minutes. 3-minute poll. Whole gummy or half gummy? Alright. While that's going, I'm going to get up for a second and put my nail polish away, because I don't need to keep everything up here on my desk. Whole gummy, pull a Serena. Vote for it, baby. Oh, okay. Whole gummy is winning. I have a feeling whole gummy is gonna stay in the lead. Question is, can I make this into the trash can that's right there? I'm gonna miss. Fuck, I'm gonna miss. Okay. I missed. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and end the poll. I just want to make sure we had enough time if we needed it. So, let's eat the whole gummy. Let's do the whole damn thing. Let's pull a Serena. You eat the gummy she offers you and sit down on the couch. It's a way nicer couch than yours, and you doubt anyone has spent all day on it lying around sweatily. Yolanda puts on some music, something cool and trippy that you're neither cool nor trippy enough to recognize. She sits down next to you and notices you looking at her stack of books. I promise you I read them. They're not just there to make me look smart. I mean, you do. Huh? Look smart, I mean. Yolanda laughs. Oh, thanks. So do you? Hey, thanks. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. Well, the nicest thing anyone's said to me today. Yolanda snorts and opens a can of LaCroix. Why is it spelled like... I mean, I know why it's spelled like that, but it's still funny. LaCroix. Oh, do you want one? Just, people make fun of me for drinking it, so I always forget to offer. I'm good. I think LaCroix tastes like a vague suggestion, but you do you. See? Everyone's so mean. Yolanda would drink LaCroix. I can't. LaCroix. Let's just call it LaCroix so we don't have to worry about, you know, labels and things. Branding. She just really seems like the type. It fits her perfectly. Whatever the type is, you're not actually sure. You wonder vaguely if you're her type, but then you reason that that doesn't actually matter. But like, of course you're not. You don't really think you're anyone's type. But of course, it doesn't matter because you don't care. That's not why you're here. Fuck, you've just been staring at her like an idiot. You good? Yeah, I was just thinking, it's actually super easy to make infused seltzer. Like, agua fresca? Like, just sparkling water and fruit. It tastes way better than the stuff you get in cans. Not that there's anything wrong with getting stuff in cans. I should do a show on agua fresca, now that I think about it. A show? Oh, I have an Instagram channel where I do cooking lives, stuff like that. You pull out your phone and bring up your page. You got a ton of comments that Alex hasn't managed to go through yet, and a couple DMs, people trying to correct your technique, calling you a bitch, or offering you bad promotion deals. Oh. She takes your phone and flicks through your gallery. Oh my god, you're that Anaya. Alex has talked about you before. He works for you, doesn't he? Kind of, yeah, he just moderates for me. I'm not, like, his boss or anything. I don't know why I didn't think about it before. I guess I just think of you as Naya? 'Cause, you know, Naya's noms. Yeah. The name is stupid. It was just a joke. I didn't expect it to turn into a whole brand. I think it's cute. Yeah, that's why I don't like it. Yolanda tips her head to the side, looking at you. You don't like being cute? You shrug. I mean, baby chickens are cute. Little dogs with bows in their hair are cute. 6-foot-tall Pakistani girls are not cute. Sorry, I wasn't trying to, like, fish for compliments or anything. That just came out way too honest there. No, it's okay. Sorry if I said something to upset you. No, you didn't. It's just... I don't know. I've had a weird day. Yolanda tips her head to the side to show you that she's listening. I mean, it's actually not been a weird day. It's been a pretty normal day. I was stressed out at work, and then I went out and hung out with a friend at a social event. That's a normal thing to do, but it's kind of unusual for me. I don't get out much, and I definitely don't go to poetry readings, 'cause they're corny. You wince. Sorry about that. I definitely did not mean to yell it across the goddamn room. To your extreme relief, Yolanda is smiling. It's cool, I'm just teasing. I know poetry isn't everybody's thing, and it's true, a lot of amateur stuff is really fucking bad. I worry. Excuse me. Oh my god, I didn't mean to burp in your ears. I worry that my stuff is bad all the time. What? Are you kidding? You're fantastic. I mean, I know I just said that I don't know anything about poetry, but even I can tell that. Right. I know that I'm good, but I also worry that I just think I am. Like, am I actually just like that girl with the bird fucker boyfriend? I think I'm being real deep about... Let me begin again. I think I'm being real deep, but actually I'm just boring everybody with my terrible emotions. I understand that. I guess my job never really has me asking that, because obviously there's people willing to sub and donate, so I know people like my stuff. But then that becomes the whole way I have to tell them if I'm that becomes the whole way I have to tell if I'm doing good, right? The bird fucker boyfriend. Oh. Hold on. Hold on, Danny. I'll go back and explain. So, as they were cleaning up after the slam poetry event in the salon, they bonded over somebody with really bad poetry, and the person that they were talking about was this girl who was dating a guy that had a lot of birds, and they made the joke that maybe he cheated on her with a toucan or whatever. And so that's the bird fucker, the boyfriend. That's the bird fucker boyfriend. Okay. Like, if the subs go down, I think, well, I'm not as good as I used to be. If that makes sense. It makes sense. Blah, blah, blah. Gig economy. Blah, blah. Yeah. Yolanda's hand is between the two of you on the couch. Without meaning to, you've inched closer together. Wow. Okay, this hadn't been the plan, but whatever. Almost without realizing what you're doing, you start tracing your fingers across the back of her hand, appreciating how slender her fingers look beneath yours. Yolanda? Anaya? Are they gonna kiss? I think they're gonna kiss. Wow, you are more stoned than you thought you were. See, this is why you don't fuck with edibles. It always feels like nothing. And then, like, you could communicate with the squirrels that live behind your house. That edible hit. For sure, you are correct. They kissed. They kissed. You kiss her before you can think better of it. She makes a brief noise of surprise before her mouth opens against yours and she leans into you a little. As you could have predicted, her mouth does not taste like anything because neither does She makes a little sigh, like capitulation, like a shrug, and climbs into your lap. Her hands rest on your shoulders, almost politely. You try to remember why you started to kiss her. Why'd you even push the car down this fucking hill when you have no idea where it's going to go? Not that you don't know what you're doing, you've hooked up with girls before. But you can see this trajectory as plain as day. You'll kiss some, maybe mess around, and then what? It'll be awkward. You're gonna fuck it up. A perfectly good friendship, and you've gone and ruined it by starting down a road you were not prepared to drive down. Fuck, why do you always do this? Why can't you just have casual sex like a normal fucking person? You put your hands on Yolanda's shoulders and gently push her back. Are you okay? Moon says, reminds me of the time I made a big batch of brownies for my brother and his friends. Brownies. Good old brownies. I'm gonna grab some more water. Give me one moment. Are you okay? You bite your lip. God, why did you do that? Hey, your breathing shakes. You're usually so good at talking. Why can you never get anything out in situations like this? Every inch of you thrums with the desire to just throw her off of you and run. Wouldn't be the first time. Hey. She touches your face. Not amorously. The touch is just comforting. Hey, it's okay. You snort because it does not feel okay. You wish you hadn't kissed her. You wish you hadn't come here. You wish you hadn't left your fucking apartment. Fuck. Alex, this is all his fucking fault. Hold on. I taste tested a third of the pan and got pretty high for a few hours, came down and went to sleep. Next day I woke up, felt fine, and then about 30 minutes after I got to school it hit me like a truck and I was blitzed all day. Oh my god. Yo. Sometimes edibles just be hitting different. Like, okay, so edibles are very hit or miss for me because depending on if I've eaten before or after or how much, or it's just I can never predict how long the high is going to last or when it's going to hit. Like, I remember there was a time where I bought some edibles and I took the amount that I wanted to take and it was fine. And the next night I took the same dosage and it was not fine because I thought that it just it took so long to hit that I even forgot that I had taken something. And I went to bed, which was like 3 or 4 hours after I took the actual edible, right? And I went to bed, and like as soon as I laid down in bed and tried to go to sleep, I realized that it was hitting. And then for the next like 4 hours until I could fall asleep, I was just like laying there in bed trying to figure out why the room was spinning and how to get it to stop. And I stayed like that through the, like I was high through the night. I fell asleep, I woke up, I was still high. It took me like the whole day. Luckily I didn't have to work until like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon because I was working at Lowe's at the time and it was a closing shift, which means that you're there until like 11 or 12 o'clock. So I didn't start until later in the day, but I was high all throughout the night and into the next day. And I just remember going to work, not feeling the high of it anymore, but just feeling so fucking tired because the entire night and into the next day, I was stressed because I was like, I have to go to work. I can't be high. I also can't call out because there's nobody to cover my shift. And it was just a whole damn thing. So edibles are kind of hit or miss for me, but the whole, like, playing the game of edibles ain't shit, it do be like that sometimes. That's not coming down, that's evening out. My favorite edibles so far have been some really good chocolates from a company called Ron? Okay. I like edibles in brownie form, but I don't, like, I'm not fond of infused chocolates or anything like that. I want my chocolate to taste like chocolate. I was high for 4 days. Danny! The worst trip I had was from oil. I put a fucking teardrop of that shit on the edge of my pizza and I thought I was dying all weekend. Oh my god. Oh no, we don't fuck with oil. That's too much. Okay. Let me continue with this stuff. Hold on. First water. Then reading. I bet it was. I bet it fucking was. Oh, I feel like I should preface that the edibles that gave me that really bad trip were, they were an infused, like, hard candy. Like, almost like a Jolly Rancher sort of thing. Anyway, I don't fuck with those anymore. The gummies are fine. Chocolates are fine. I just don't like the taste of them usually. I want my chocolate to taste like chocolate. But yeah, no, I will never do, like, any sort of hard candy edibles ever again. That was terrible. I still have them. Like, I still have them because I will not eat them. And I don't know. I just haven't gotten around to throwing them away. But, like, they're still sitting in the coffee tin where I keep my weed. Because, hey, if you're ever looking for a cheap place to store your pot, coffee tin, it smells like coffee, not weed. It's also really easy to seal. Anyway, let me continue. Yeah. I'm sorry. For what? You look at her, convinced that she's making fun of you. You haven't done anything wrong, unless you did and just haven't told me about it yet, but I don't know you very well. So if you robbed a bank or something, that's fine. I won't snitch. You laugh. It sounds watery, even though you aren't crying. I just shouldn't have done that. I do this thing where I think I want something from somebody, and I do. I think I do want it. But then there's this part of my brain that just doesn't want it either. And that part gets wrapped up all around the other parts that do want it. And then it just makes everything into this half-wanting, half-scared mess, and I feel sick. Yolanda doesn't say anything. If that makes any sense. I'll be honest. It doesn't. Horror creeps through you. Fuck, you just made it worse. You figured she might be okay with meaningless babbling since she's a poet and all. Not that her poetry is meaningless babbling. At least you aren't saying any of this out loud. You aren't saying anything at all. But that's fine. If you don't want to make out, we don't have to. Your laugh just gets waterier. You probably think I'm a psycho. I think you're stoned and tired and kind of sad. She rolls off you and sits back next to you on the couch. And it's fine. I was only kissing you back because honestly, I'm not very good at saying no to people. She focuses very hard on the lamp across the room. It's a pretty nice lamp. Oh, so you were just being nice to me? You're not sure how that feels. Worse, but also better somehow? Stoned and tired and kind of sad. It's me! Not currently, but like sometimes it'd be like that. So I guess what this really means is we're both assholes. Yolanda gives you a swift look that breaks into a startled grin. Yeah, I guess we are. Sounds like my aim status right now. Danny, please. She squeezes your thigh. Oh! You're alright, Miss Noms. I fuck with you. Thanks. I fuck with you too. Wow, you really are stoned. And for the record, you don't have to be scared to say no to me. I'll even leave if you want me to. Yolanda shakes her head. You don't need to leave. Like I said, you're good. That can just be a thing we tried that didn't work. An inexpressible wave of gratitude rolls over you. The realization that Yolanda is, in fact, not some test or quick-time event that you have to pass or fail. That she's a person with whom you can explain your thoughts and actions, not a faceless wall of text or a cold algorithm. Saying no now doesn't mean you have to say no forever. Well, maybe not with Yolanda. You probably burned the having sex bridge for this situation, but with other people, you don't, in fact, have to make the same mistakes again and again, like some wind-up toy set on a trajectory of failure. You could meet someone new at any time. Anything could happen, and for now, you'll be happy to chill with a friend. And that's pretty cool. Half a gummy into a new friendship. No, we took the whole gummy. We took the whole gummy, though. That was cute. Okay. We have kissing in an aquarium unlocked. Half a gummy. Cool. Okay. Before we get into this next part, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break because I've been drinking water like crazy because I don't normally talk this much, like without breaks. So I'm gonna get up really quickly and use the restroom, and then I will be back and we can continue. Sound good? Okay. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Okay, hello, I'm back. Let's see. If I'm not mistaken, and if I have not been led wrong by the I'm trying to get my thoughts together, the validate Twitter account, this is a straight girl. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say no to this option and see what else comes up. Can we go on another date with Yolanda? Hello? Can we do this again? Is it gonna give us a different option? I really like the music of this game. It's real cute. Why the dispute? Oh, is this the same thing? Okay. So this is the same thing. So, give me 1 second here. Not go fishing. What is this? Hold on. What is this? A little mini game? Hold on. This is cute. What? What are we supposed to do with this? Oh. How do we know if we're doing this right? I don't know what's happening here. Okay. I'm gonna figure that out another time. Okay. So we did the Yolanda date. Hold on. Maybe we have to go with Ashley next? Can we rewind to our last choice or no? Maybe not. Oh shit, welcome back. I didn't realize my computer was muted. That's okay. Maybe if we start a new save, we can... Oh shit, I didn't mean to... No! I don't... Can we start a new game? Nope, that just... Okay. Hello? Okay, hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second here.
Hey, Adora.
Oh, shit. Give her the hey, Adora. Oh, it's because Danny subbied. Thanks, Danny. I love you. Hold on. Have Def been subbed for more than 1 month? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, bud. Oh, we have more options now. Hold on. Let me bring the gameplay back up. We have Malik, Imari, Inaya, who we just did. We have Isabel, a theater teacher. Look at this cutie. Oh, it's locked. Okay. Oh, this is just a selection screen. Got it. Do we really have to go through this whole thing before we can... It looks like a gallery. Yeah. Oh, shit. I'm gonna, like, fast forward through this really quick and see if we can pick another date once I go all the way through it, because I didn't realize that clicking on somebody that we've already, like, gone on a date with would put us through just the same arc, that it didn't have additional options or anything like that. So I'm gonna get through this quickly and we can move on. Just doing the clicky-clacks. Uh-oh, what happened now? What happened, Moon? Oh, it just occurred to me that you might have been talking about the issue Danny was talking about with the sub thing. Sometimes it takes me a minute. Yeah, okay. You're all good, Moon. Don't worry about it. That's why we have captions up. Oh, are they not up right now? Hold on. Oh, they are. Okay. I thought I didn't see them for a second. Okay, just making sure. I looked over and didn't see them for a second, though, which is why I got worried. Especially when somebody said that they were relying on the captions because no sound. I just wanted to make sure I was doing the right thing. Okay, I've made it through the choice of it's a free country and I got nothing else better to do. So we're getting through this. Yeah, you're absolutely fine, Moon. Don't even worry about it. I appreciate you being here, even just a little bit. What's up, Danny? I'm speeding through all of the stuff that we just did because I pressed the wrong button and I have to go all the way through the date that we just did. So I'm just making all of the same choices that we chose so that we can get onto the next date. Which is why you do not see game, because I'm just speeding right through it. We've already seen it. Yeah, no, if I was actually playing through the game, there would be a lot more of me actually reading it. No, I'm not playing without you. I'm just going back through what we just went through because I pressed the wrong button and now I suffer the consequences. But you don't have to. Okay, they're talking about Bird Girl. Okay, we're going upstairs into the apartment now. Oh, we got the edibles. We're gonna eat the whole gummy because that's what we did before. And now they're talking about the agua fresca. Okay, we got to the part where they're gonna say kiss. Okay, they kissing. I'm going right through it. Yeah, they smooching. I mean, they're not smooching anymore. Because, again, I'm just rapid fire speeding through this. Because we've already done it. Okay. Here we go. This is where I pressed the wrong button last time. Let's go. Let's see about Ashley. Baking with a straight girl. Let's go. Content warnings include ableist language and harassment. Okay. Predictably, you sleep through your alarm. You've been meaning to stop doing that for a while, like really working on getting your shit together and not immediately slamming the snooze button again and again like a reflex. You've seen influencers saying shit that you shouldn't rely on your phone for that you should get an old school alarm clock and put it across the room and therefore force yourself to get up and walk across the room to turn it off. But that sounds like hell, actually, and it's not like you really have anything to get up for. You were up late last night, okay? Doing a normal thing, hanging out with somebody at her apartment, even if you didn't make a totally disastrous move on her, which maybe would have turned out okay if you hadn't acted like a total freak on her. Well, it could have been worse, because from what she told you, she wasn't that into you. She was just going with the flow, which sucks. Anyway, after getting through that awkwardness out of the way, Yolanda turned out to be cool. You watched some bullshit reality TV, which typically you hate, but with Yolanda, it was fun. You get why people are into that stuff. Point is, you wake up at the crack of noon, feeling refreshed and ready to plan your next live stream. You grab your laptop from the floor beside your bed and tab over to your schedule. Well, you say schedule, it's just a text document full of a bunch of indecipherable notes and dates, scribbled for when you think you might want to do a video. Whatever, the next thing on your list is gnocchi. You could go for some gnocchi, seriously. Unfortunately, it seems you have fucked up. You were hoping to not have to leave your apartment at all today, but you already know that you're out of flour. Shit. So our options are go get some flour or make something else. I feel like you're gonna need flour for a lot of things, so making something else might work for right now, but long-term planning, not great. So let's go get some flour. It's grocery store time. Flour really should be one of those universal constants. You really shouldn't be able to run out of flour. It should really be a renewable resource, like water. There should be a flour cycle where flour gets used, goes into the atmosphere, and then comes back down from the clouds as more flour. You really want that gnocchi though, so you begrudgingly change into pants and head out. You get a coffee on the way, and you're feeling good by the time you reach the supermarket. The store is playing Marina and the Diamonds, and you sort of sing along as you make your way down the aisle, squinting a little in the fluorescent light. Supermarkets are weird liminal spaces no matter what time of day, empty or crowded. Well, the baking section looks weirdly barren. Very little sugar, absolutely no yeast, chocolate chips all tossed around like a tornado blew through. How does this even happen? I don't even have flour in my apartment? Oh, Danny. Gotta have flour. Stay focused. At least there is one more bag of flour. You can just snatch it up and instead of beating the powdery paper of the bag of flour, you feel warm skin beneath your fingers. Looking again, you find a brown hand beside yours on the bag, nails painted a shiny pink. You both snatch your fingers back at the same time. The hand belongs to a short girl who looks... Man, there really is no other word for it. She looks rough. Like you after one of your sleepless nights falling down holes on bedded name searching yourself. Pinky touch. Dark circles curve beneath her eyes, their edges red and puffy. She must have recently been crying. Her hair is pulled back from her forehead, lopsided like she hadn't bothered to check herself in the mirror before leaving the house. Honestly, this is how you look most days of the week. But despite all that, the look in this girl's eyes is terrifying to say the very least. She looks at you like she can't believe you're here, in the flesh, getting in the way of her attempt to grab the last bag of flour. I feel called out. Oh, Danny. Hey, I need this. Like, I really, really need this. I'm making a cake, okay? You swallow. You would never presume to tell this girl that she can't have her baking supplies, but actually, if you're making a cake, shouldn't you be using cake flour? The girl blinks. What? Well, cake flour is the same as all-purpose flour, but it's just sifted finer. Excuse me. You can sift all-purpose flour into the consistency on your own, but who has the time to do that, right? And who even has a sifter in this economy, right? Man, you are babbling. You are just absolutely going. What, are you some sort of chef? Yeah, actually, I am. Oh. The girl's eyes widen and she shuts her mouth. Her shoulders slump. Jesus Christ. Obviously, you should take it. I don't really need it. I just wanted to make a cake because I'm having a bad day. And obviously, if you need it for work, it's way more important that you have it. God knows, I don't need any more sweets. Like, that's literally all I've been eating all week. I mean, not all week? I haven't been like this all week. It's just been a really bad day, but okay, you should definitely take the flour, because you need it more than me, because it's like your job. I think I already said that. She says all of that in one breath. You're worried that this girl might be having some sort of an episode? And if that's true, you need to get her to a professional as soon as you can, because oh boy, you are not equipped to deal with this. Honestly, you did not come out here for this sort of situation, especially considering your own mental health has recently been hanging on by a single neuron. But then she closes her eyes and takes a deep breath. Sorry, that was weird, right? I think I just said a lot of weird shit. She starts to turn away, and before you can stop yourself, you do something wildly out of character. It's just not in your toolset to make other people's problems your own. Look, hey, I'm not trying to get up all in your business or anything, because that's just not what I'm about, but you don't seem okay. God, I feel truly called out. This game is real. I'm so sorry, Danny. No, seriously, I'm fine. She bites at her lip, and the store intercom crackles to life to report a spill on aisle 2. You know what? No, I'm not okay. Like I said, I've had a crappy last 24 hours. Like, your boyfriend breaks up with you and then takes your entire friend group with him level of crappy. They even kicked me out of the fucking group chat. And worst of all, this isn't even the first time that this has happened. This exact scenario. Where the person I'm dating is done with me and then all the friends that I've made in the time that we started seeing each other leave too. Even people who were my friends first. They always choose him. Another announcement. Looks like they're still looking for somebody to clean up aisle 2. Wow, that's heavy. Yeah, sorry, I know I'm being extremely normal right now, just spouting off to some stranger at the grocery store. It's fine, but do I know you from somewhere? You just look familiar. I don't know, were you maybe friends with my crappy ex and the crappy people that he hangs out with? I don't have that many friends, IRL. Unless you know Alex? Alex Reza? The girl shakes her head. I don't know, I stream sometimes, you know, like games, whatever. Oh shit, that is what it is. That is how I know you. This girl's voice is totally familiar to you, and so is her hair and her forehead and all the other parts of a streamer that you see when they just casually glance at their screen. You have their stream up in the background for noise. You've probably heard Ashley's voice more than you have some of your real-life friends, which is, pathetic. I like your Apex streams. We have an Apex streamer. Let's go. Ha, thanks. Anyway, one of us should probably grab the flower, so... She trails off as both of you stare at the empty space in the shelf next to you. You look down the aisle to where a bald-headed guy with a stoop and a pair of muddy bikes. Did that old-ass man just take our flower? Yeah, I think so. The forehead. Looks like he can barely lift it. The two of you laugh, bonding over making fun of a senior citizen. For real though, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have wasted all your time babbling like that. If you want, I could give you the money and you could just go to another store. I feel like I at least owe you that at this point. You have no idea what she's talking about. Then you realize that she's offering to buy you flour for you? Oh my god, don't worry about that. It's not a big deal. I can just take something else, make something else for my stream. I'll do, shakshuka. I have a bunch of tomatoes that are about to go bad. What? You've never had it? It's super good. You should try it. It's like, well, it's mostly just eggs and tomatoes, which I know sounds kind of weird, but it's great, I promise. Actually, why don't you come back to my place? Huh? I've been meaning to have a guest on one of my streams for a while. Liar. And it's fun to teach somebody else how to cook. It's not, actually, but you have suddenly realized that you very much don't want to be alone right now, even if that means hanging out with a total stranger. Well, not a total stranger. You do like her streamer voice. Let me look up that recipe. Okay, Danny, I see you. How do you know that I need somebody to teach me how to cook? Oh, I guess... I'm just kidding. I can't cook for shit. The cake I was planning to make would have turned out terrible. I bake a lot, but it's never that good. But... She folds her arm and tips her head to the side. How do I know that you aren't a serial killer? How do I know that you aren't a serial killer? We could both be serial killers. Like... that Brangela movie where they're both assassins who try to kill each other. Oh fuck, what's that movie called? I know what movie they're talking about. And I can't think about it. 'Cause they're married to each other and they both are assassins and thank you, Mr. and Miss Smith. Thank you. This is why you have to stay around in my head, the both of you. But with more being online. Ashley quirks an eyebrow. Well, I don't have anything else to do. Let's do it. What's up? It's me again. Catching up on Naya's noms. Snickers. No comments. Save your crit for the end, please. Yes, ma'am. We're making shakshuka today, folks. It's one of the top requested recipes on my Patreon. Which is weird since it's maybe the easiest thing in the world to make. I think maybe the cast iron skillet psychs people out. You turn to your guest, who is all suited up in a spare apron, hair pulled back from her face more cleanly than before. Her skin tone is close enough to yours that you were able to share your foundation, which you know you're not supposed to do, but whatever. As mentioned earlier, You don't have herpes. First, let me introduce my lovely assistant. This is Ashley. Ashley, say hi to everyone. Hi, everyone. Exactly what I would say, to be honest. I literally just met Ashley an hour ago. This is 100% real and not fake. She's telling the truth. We ran into each other at the grocery store. I know by saying 100% real, not fake, she made this sound absolutely fake, but it's real. I see some of you in the chat recognize her. That's awesome. Welcome. Glancing at the chat, it's moving faster than it ever has before. Before you went live, Ashley shouted you out on all her accounts, and the subscriptions are pouring in almost faster than you can keep up with. For a moment, you lose your train of thought. You're being hit by so much intense social media clout dopamine that you don't know what to do. Anyway, let's make shakshuka. Hold on, let me get... Small break before my next class. Welcome back. I missed you. Neither of you leave. What's gross? Oh, eggs and tomato. Got it. Yes, you do not like eggs. Do you not like tomatoes either? I'm not a huge fan of tomatoes. I don't know why I said that like it was like the most... Good to know. I'm filing that away. Like more permanently. As you can see, it's a lot of very simple ingredients. Garlic, of course, hella tomatoes. I know someone is going to ask in the comments if canned tomatoes are okay, and usually I'm all about taking every shortcut you can. But this time it really does need to be actual tomatoes, and you're gonna want to take the seeds out because tomato seeds are bitter. I'll eat like ketchup or pasta sauce, but straight up tomatoes are gross. That's totally fair. So basically, any tomato is fine, but you want to avoid the more seedy ones like Roma tomatoes. Seedy? That makes a tomato sound sketch as fuck. Seed full? Full of seeds? Whatever, just don't use Roma tomatoes unless you want to suffer. You hear Ashley huff out a laugh next to you, and you aren't sure if she's laughing at your cool tomato jokes or just at you babbling worse than you usually do. Unable to help yourself, your eyes flick to the comments. You promised yourself you wouldn't do that, but you're unsettled from having your usual streaming routine shaken up. Holy shit, that really is Ashbun. Do you think they actually just met at a grocery store? Lol, of course not, it's just a hook. So we'll all be like, oh my god, amazing. Well then how the heck did they meet? Oh my god, what if they're dating? You roll your eyes. Y'all need to be normal about this, please. Ashley is my guest, be cool. You should have known people were going to start shipping the two of you immediately. Your fans are just like that. God bless them. Bitch still hasn't plucked her heckin' eyebrows. You flush and yank your eyes away from the screen. This is why you don't read the fucking comments. God, you hope Ashley hasn't seen that. It's true that you don't pluck your eyebrows much, but who has the time? Truly. You get down to it, showing the best way to decore and seed the tomatoes before scraping them into a bowl. You saute the garlic, pop open the tomato sauce, and line the eggs up in a row. Ashley is a good co-host. She clearly has a lot of experience talking to an audience, which you knew going into, but she responds well to all your cheesy attempts at jokes and makes them better. And she turns out to be a way better cook than she had initially let on. Initially, you just planned to let her slice the bread at the end, but you end up being able to just assign half of it to her. She doesn't get shitty about being bossed around in the kitchen either, which you'd been afraid she might. Wow, I have never seen this many tomatoes before in one place. She breaks off abruptly. Huh? I lost you. You say it before you can remember that you can't lose her. You're in the same room as her. You can't drop her on a call. Ashley? You turn and find her staring down at the counter. At first, you think she's messed up something or broken a kitchen implement, is too nervous to tell you on stream. But then you see that she isn't staring at the counter after all. She's staring at the monitor. God, is your stupid fanbase acting foolish again? Then you glance at the screen. One person has taken over the comment section. God, did you forget to limit people's ability to post multiple comments? You are such an amateur. Oh shit. Stupid dumb bitch. She's so toxic. That's why no one likes her. She's so problematic. I bet this is the ex-boyfriend, right? He's spicy. You scan it as quickly as you can, lungs tightening up as you read. It's all about Ashley and none of it is complimentary. In fact, this seems to be a burner account of somebody with a personal bone to pick with her. I knew it was the boyfriend. It's just rows after rows of various crimes. She's abusive, she's mean, she's toxic, she's a bully, she's problematic. This person posts a link to a call-out post. Alex does his job and gets rid of the slanderous comments as fast as he can, and he bans the person. But right away, a new account signs in and starts repeating all this slander. Beside you, you feel Ashley getting more and more upset. You don't know what to do. If you shut it down, it'll be the second live stream you shut down early because of drama. Last time, it was just your own personal drama that you made up in your head, but still. They do need more mods. Ashley? It's fine. She is clearly not fine. You spit some bullshit about having to wrap up early because Ashley has another stream to get to, and you're not even sure what you're saying anymore, and then you shut it all down. I am so sorry about that. You're gonna think I'm a total amateur for this. I really should have made it so that you can't post with a new account. I know, Danny. Alex told me to do that like months ago, but I keep putting it off. I'm so sorry. Ashley faces away from you, her shoulders shaking. Didn't I tell you that I'm not mad? Why'd you shut it down? I didn't ask you to do that. This is your job, isn't it? She whips back towards you, face contorted in anger. You took a step back, surprised. How are you supposed to get anywhere with this if you just break down over nothing like this? You shake your head. I wasn't breaking down or anything like that. I just thought you looked upset. Well, I wasn't, okay? She yells so loud that you wince, clutching at your head as pain flares at the back of your neck. You've been hovering on the edges of a migraine all day, and this is not helping. Ashley's eyes lose their fire for just a moment before flaring back to life. See? That person in there was right. I'm awful and toxic. You don't want me here? Not kiss her right over the tomatoes. She's shouting so loud it rings down off the ceiling. Hey, do you want something to drink? You've never been good when somebody was having a crisis. You're not even good when you yourself are having a crisis. Turning to your fridge, you take out 2 bottles of water and pass one over to Ashley. Her eyes are still blazing, but she reaches out and takes the water. She holds it, one hand poised over the cap without opening it. She's looking at the ground. Her volume is more reasonable, voice trembling at the edges. Realize that if she leaves now, you'll probably never see her again. And okay, it's not like the two of you are besties. You've known her for like 2 hours, but still, you don't want her to just wander out into a gloomy Saturday with that look on her face. Listen, I'm not gonna pretend I know what's going on with you, or like after school special you or whatever, but you seem pretty nice to me until that person rolled in and started being a dickhead. So you can leave if you want, but don't leave because you think I'm gonna kick you out or anything, because I'm not. Ashley is still staring at the ground, but something in the set of her shoulders tells you that she's listening. That stuff you were telling about sounds pretty heavy. If you want to talk about it, that's fine, but if you don't want to, that's also fine. We can just chill. Ashley finally pops the top of her water. That sounds good. The two of you clear up the kitchen together, tossing the half-finished shakshuka and ordering takeout instead. It's really more of a curry kind of day, actually. Alex says that for a professional chef, you sure love ordering food. You say that for somebody who works in a bank, he sure loves using ATM machines. He tells you that that doesn't actually make any sense, and you tell him to go fuck himself. Thank you for the hydrate, Danny. I will hydrate. Are they gonna do revenge? I don't know. Let's find out. Your apartment has a dishwasher, but Ashley didn't use it. She washes, rinses, and dries all of the cookware before finding the places in the kitchen where it belongs and putting it away. Back when you first moved in, you ignored the dishwasher too. You hadn't grown up with one. Sorry for, freaking the fuck out multiple times. I just wasn't ready for that. It's okay. You take the dish towel from her and start drying while she rinses. Do you have any idea who that person was? The troll? Ashley's mouth does the same bitter and complicated. I got a suspicion. No way she'd ever admit to it, though. Somebody I used to hang out with, who I know never liked me, and now that I'm not in the group anymore, I'm fair game, Learning her kitchen. That's intimate. It is. You don't know, actually. You've never had a falling out with a friend group. You've never had a group to fall out with. Wow, that's depressing. Sorry it fucked up your stream. Whatever. They can wait. I'll record something and post it later this week. They don't all have to be live. I've been thinking about cutting down on the amount of them I post anyway. It's a lot of work. Yeah, I do a lot of streaming too, and it's about 10 times more exhausting than it should be. You smile. Ashley seems kind of high maintenance, to be perfectly honest, but also like she understands you on a level most people don't. The level of modest internet fame and a following of slightly annoying people who you nevertheless cherish. You don't think you could date Ashley? Not that you think she's right when she yelled that she's a terrible person who doesn't deserve love. She just a little more than you think you could take right now. But you absolutely wouldn't mind being her friend. That you can do. Hanging with the mean girl. That's actually kind of a cute image. Okay. I don't think we're going to continue with this next date because I have been talking and reading for a very long time. And I don't want to have no voice when I get up tomorrow. So we are going to close the game for now. Perhaps if I can. And let me get this music back up. You do like me having a voice? Excellent. Because I like talking to you. Okay. Let me just take a look and see who's live. See who we could raid into. Oop, that's the wrong thing I opened. Okay. Couple of options. Kami is playing Undertale. Cosmic is playing 7 Days to Die. Do we have a preference at all? I haven't gotten to raid either of these friends in a bit, so we're gonna do one of the two. But do we have a preference at all? Would you prefer 7 Days to Die or Undertale? Always down for chaos. So Cosmic? If you want chaos, then Cosmic. Oh, that's what you meant anyway? Excellent. Okay, then let's go right into Cosmic. He's lovely. You guys know, y'all are gonna love him. I love him. I wish I could talk to him more. He's like just a ray of sunshine. And just remember, be kind, be respectful, be polite. You can be heathens, but be nice about it. We'll go ahead and get this started. Keep an eye out for the next for this coming week's stream schedule, because I don't know what it's going to be yet. Because I don't know what side jobs are going to be like this week. Because I do plan to help out with a couple of side jobs this week. I know, baby, you always nice. But go tell Cosmic I say hi. I say that like I'm not going over there with you. But let's go say hi.